You didn't survive last night. Something woke up wearing your memories and quietly agreed to keep being you. That fast, that simple. You opened your eyes to the ceiling. You felt the familiar weight of the blankets. You assumed you were the exact same entity that went to sleep. You're not. The self you think you are is a rumor, a ghost story the brain repeats until you believe it. Every morning you accept a backup file, a ledger of debts and habits you can't actually verify, and you blindly call it me. But let's look closer at the gap. You treat sleep as a pause button, a temporary standby mode for your mind. You close your eyes, the screen goes dark, you wake up. But consciousness doesn't pause. Consciousness ends. When you slip into deep, slow-wave sleep, the lights don't dim. They turn off, completely. The subjective experience of being you ceases to exist. For hours, there is no passenger in the vehicle. There is just meat, a biological machine keeping the lungs pumping, and then an electrical spark. Morning hits. The brain boots up in a panic. It frantically stitches together context clues. Where am I? What year is it? Who is lying next to me? It grabs a handful of memories from yesterday, and it tells a lie. Philosophers call this the continuity problem. Imagine a teleportation machine. It scans every atom in your body. It vaporizes you and builds an exact replica on Mars. The replica has your memories. The replica thinks it's you. But you died on Earth. You wouldn't step into that machine, yet you do it every single night. You step into the bed. You surrender your consciousness to the void. The entity that walked into the bedroom is gone forever. The morning download begins. The alarm rings. In the first 3 seconds of waking, you are nobody. You are a blank slate staring at a wall. Then the download hits. Your brain accesses the hippocampus. It retrieves your name, your job title, your anxieties, the argument you had last week, the car payment due tomorrow. It accesses the muscle memory of making coffee. It remembers who broke your heart. It builds an entire universe in a fraction of a second. It dumps it all onto the new consciousness. And the new consciousness says, yes, this is me. It accepts the baggage. It puts on the heavy coat of your identity, without ever asking if it has to. But it gets stranger. Let's talk about the physical hardware. The ship of Theseus protocol. You think your body is a constant, a solid vessel carrying your mind through time. It isn't. Right now, as you sit there, you are dissolving. Your stomach lining replaces itself every 4 days. The surface of your skin is constantly making itself new. Your skeleton, completely rebuilt every 10 years. You are not a noun. You are a verb, a slow-moving wave of matter. Even your brain cells, they might not divide, but their internal structure constantly cycles. The proteins in your neurons are entirely swapped out. The atoms in your hand holding your phone, they weren't there a decade ago. You are standing in a river, pretending to be a statue. Almost every atom that made up you 5 years ago is gone. They are in the soil. They are in the ocean. They are breathing in the lungs of strangers. The person who made your biggest mistakes is physically dead. Their brain doesn't exist anymore. Their body is dust. Yet you carry their guilt. You punish yourself for the sins of a ghost. You hold on to the embarrassment of a high school presentation. You replay the rejection from 3 years ago. You are a completely new biological organism, crying over the bruised ego of a corpse. It's a tragic comedy. You are torturing a stranger because you inherited their diary and mistook it for a mirror. So why does it feel so seamless? Why do you feel unbroken? Enter the confabulation engine. The human brain hates gaps. It is a relentless meaning-making machine. In the 1960s, scientists studied split-brain patients, people whose left and right hemispheres were surgically disconnected. They showed an image to one half of the brain and asked the other half to explain what it saw. The disconnected half had no idea, but it didn't say, "I don't know." It instantly invented a story, a totally fabricated, confident lie, and the patient believed it entirely. That is what your brain does every morning. It patches the void. It weaves yesterday's trauma into today's narrative. It ignores the terrifying 8-hour blackout. It smooths over the cracks. It hands you a script and shoves you onto the stage. You are an accountant. You are heartbroken. You are tired. And you read the lines flawlessly every single day. But what if you didn't? What if you stopped reading the script? You think you are trapped by your past. You think the momentum of yesterday forces you to act the same way today. It's an illusion, a magic trick played by a frightened brain. This isn't a terrifying thought. It is the ultimate escape hatch. If the you from yesterday didn't survive the night, then neither did your failures. Neither did your limitations. The heavy, exhausted version of you died in that bed. The one who couldn't quit scrolling. The one who was too scared to speak up. The one who felt fundamentally broken. They are gone. They did not wake up. You did. You are a newborn entity, sitting in the ruins of their life, holding their memories, but you are not bound by their habits. You are just a stranger who woke up in their house. You can walk out the front door. You don't have to keep their promises. You don't have to maintain their grudges. Tonight, you will lie down in the dark. You will pull the blankets up. You will close your eyes, and you will end. Let that be a comfort. Let the long day die. Forgive the person you were today. They did the best they could with the script they had. They won't be here tomorrow anyway. Tomorrow morning, the alarm will ring. A new spark will catch. A stranger will open their eyes. They will reach for your phone. They will inherit your world. Be kind to them. Give them a better story to tell. They have a whole life ahead of them.
Probably.